What's up, nations? I'm Killer here. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Death Battle! This one is Ghost Rider versus Spawn. So, guys, Ghost Rider, underrated villain, underrated character. I don't say he's underrated. He's just not used a whole lot. The last thing we've ever gotten out of Ghost Rider was from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 3 when Robbie something, he got the Ghost Rider ability, and he was so fucking cool in that season. God, it was so awesome just seeing Ghost Rider again. But we have not had a Ghost Rider anything since then. And Marvel, what the fuck are you doing? Bring Ghost Rider back, please, and hire Nick Cage to do it. It will be odd to see Nick Cage, but hey, if you bring the actor who played Robbie in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he was pretty good too. Both of them will be really good to bring back. But hey, if somehow, some way you will fuck with the money for Nicolas Cage, I'll be one happy motherfucker. So, guys, that's basically all I know from Ghost Rider. The only thing I know about Ghost Rider is that he used to be an angel. He got in trouble. He was he's not Satan, by the way. He's not Satan or Lucifer or any of that stuff. But he used to be an angel. He was an angel of justice. He did some wrongs in heaven or something like that, and he was cast out of heaven, went to hell, and he was supposed to fight. I think it was Mephisto or somebody else. Forgot who it was, but he lost, and now he was forced to do the devil's bidding. So yeah, that's basically all. Nick and Johnny Blaze. Apparently the devil had a thing for Nick. Keep saying Ghost Cage. Had a thing for Johnny Blaze's bloodline. So for Johnny Blaze's bloodline. So his dad got cancer. So he made a deal with the devil, saying that, hey, please cure my father for cancer. I'll give you anything. So he said, the devil's like, okay, I'll give. How about your soul or your servitude? He's like, sure, fine. So, but the dad died anyway. So, and now he is cursed. He is stuck with this curse forever, and all the other stuff. And I forgot how the rest goes. We're gonna see more about stuff like that in this Death Battle. So, as for Spawn, I've only know about the movie being horrendously bad and animated. So, I don't know. I totally forgot what Spawn does or who he is or what his powers are. So. Either way, man, I'm excited. I know there were previous Death Battles before this, so I know there's one for Kratos versus Azura from Azura's Wrath. So I would definitely be checking that. I would definitely be checking that one out after getting this video out. So, guys, I have no other words other than let's get into this Death Battle. Let's do it. And 3, 2, 1, play. Ooh, okay, sick.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn. The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Let's do it.
Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts.
Yep, he was a daredevil.
Following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson. Until the day
he's adopted? I didn't know that.
His name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save him. To the only thing that could. Chemotherapy. The devil. Oh! To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto.
Alright, so yeah, I was right, Mephisto.
Of hell. Only for Crash to actually live up to his name right after. But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind.
I used to have Ghost Rider on DVD and Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. I used to own both of those on DVD.
The Spirit of
Zarathos, that's who it was. Dude, still to say, Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, best transformations ever.
Performance, the stuntman from hell. He called himself the Daredevil.
Sorry, Johnny.
Okay.
that mistake.
Copyright.
then how
Speaking of
about
which,
the
Daredevil born again in 2 more days. I
Ghost
can't wait.
Sure, we definitely didn't forget that we named a character the same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was
I remember.
bad news for Earth sinners
All right,
and scumbags.
all right. Background. We'll name Jonathan and Johnny Blaze, or also goes by Johnny Blaze. There's a former stunt cyclist bound with his Zarathos, the Spirit of Vengeance, former King of Hell. Okay, fellow Ghost Rider alongside Danny, Keith, and Robbie Reyes. That's who. Robbie Reyes. Or yeah, I think it's how you say it, Riaz or Reese. He was the one in Agents of Shield. He was the one in Agents of Shield. Which, if you guys ever seen Agents of Shield yet, highly recommend watching it. Great show. It's on. I believe it's on Disney Plus. I think. But Danny Ketch, I forgot who he was, but I do know who Robbie was.
He's strong enough to pull down
My fucking hair,
skyscrapers,
dude.
blow up mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him.
Yeah, he's very,
making
very
him
durable.
immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body, his whole
Whoa, there's a video
arsenal is
game?
Hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of from an
I don't know. Is there a video game for Ghost Rider? If so, I gotta find a way to play that shit. That was awesome. Anyway, my powers: a Damnation Stare, which is also known as the Pen Stare. No, here's the Pen Stare. So what's the Damnation Stare? I have no idea. Anyway, Damnation Stare, Demonic Magic, Hell Cycle, Hellfire, which is way more dangerous than regular fire. The difference between Hellfire and regular fire is that Hellfire cannot be put out, and it attacks your soul, which is extremely painful. So compared to regular fire, sure, it burns like hell, but Hellfire more painful. Mystic Chains, that's true. A Pen Stare, Regenerative Healing, Sin and Soul Manipulation, and Superhuman Physique.
infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds,
Ooh.
or a flaming missile barked right out of his mouth. Life goals.
And
What?
he can imbue other objects with
That's
hellfire,
insane.
such as his Hell Cycle.
Oh, this badass bike can outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down
The Incredible
from the
Hulk.
sky, or released from his
His boner, Wiz. Get it? And it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
Yep.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's
Yo,
successor,
Fantastic Four.
his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul
Pen
to
Stare.
smithereens with just a look. The Penance Stare.
The Penance Stare inflicts upon
Whoa,
its
that's
victims
sick.
every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter
Wait, was
how
that-
small
hang
ounce
on.
of pain they ever wreaked upon others.
Is that Galactus? That looks like Galactus. Holy shit, he did Pen Stare on Galactus? Holy shit.
Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back.
Oh, their power. All their souls. 1,000 souls to burn. Look into my eyes. Your souls have been stained by the blood of the innocents. Feel their pain.
A biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul.
Danny at the time had absorbed numerous spirits of vengeance to overpower Johnny. Later, Johnny proved to be Danny's superior in combat. Okay.
It even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got
Damn.
into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are
Damn.
windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the Penance Stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well, Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to
Huh.
confess info, or
Okay.
just show you the error of your ways.
Which
Remember,
Deadpool
the
does
Ghost
not
Rider
care.
has two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
Classic Faust.
You guys hear the music in the background?
All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny
Sure.
gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength
Damn.
is boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite
Damn.
distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's
All right,
heaviest hitters.
Zarathos, a source of Ghost Rider's power, demonic physiology, nature manipulation, magical energy manipulation. Other hosts: Alejandra Jones, the Hood, a single mother, Skyrimer, Danger, Craven, and a brood, possibly an angel. Well, okay, all right. I don't even know.
Thor, World War Hulk, and
Yep,
Doctor
I
Strange.
remember that. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. Ghost Rider actually went against World War Hulk, one of the most powerful versions of Hulk ever. Not the most powerful, but one of the most powerful Hulks ever. And he was able to withstand that Hulk.
Strange. Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal and immortal.
Damn.
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider
Zadkiel?
can threaten all of existence and even bring down heaven itself.
Right
Damn.
before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood,
How does that work?
humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly black ops.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite
Who
being one of
knows
the
at this
greatest
point?
entities in existence, it's unclear.
He has
What
a
we
sick-ass
do know
design,
is
you gotta admit that.
Ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore.
Yep.
Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause.
But when are we gonna see
omniversal
Mephisto? Like the amount of
Armageddon.
times we have that they tease Mephisto is insane. Are we ever gonna see this guy? Like, are we ever gonna see this guy in the MCU? If so, when?
Fitting
If we don't see him in Secret Wars, there's gonna be trouble.
as his fight with Galactus rent the cosmos asunder.
And
Yep.
Galactus' fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal.
Damn.
Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no
Damn.
surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself. Usurping the devil
What?
that ruined his life and finally grabbing
That
destiny
looks
by
sick.
the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself.
What hammer is
plus
that?
A sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips
Okay. Asking of Hell, Johnny broke through a million different enchantments placed by Doctor Strange and Wong. Ghost Rider Volume 9, number 4, and a harmed Lilith, who planned to merge all of the Netherworld. Spirit of a Ghost Rider, Mother of Demons. Damn. So the demonic stare is way more powerful than the pen stare. Right?
hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell. No shot.
As
Holy
they say, though,
shit.
uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture.
Alright, feats. Outspent Mjolnir, survived battle with World War Hulk, yep. Used pen stare on a whole city, holy shit. Took a missile that would have destroyed the angel Saint Michael. What? Saint Michael, the Archangel. One of God's most trusted, sons. What the fuck? Fought the Avengers to a standstill, yep. Defeated Doctor Strange, Mephisto, Nola the Living Darkness. That's a feat. Holy God. If you guys know what who Nola is the father of the symbiotes. He's the creator. And Zadkiel. Please, we cannot go back.
He lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began.
I mean, if he's the king, then obviously he can force them back to hell.
And it corrupted him. Once again,
damn.
Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
Damn. All right.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
Let's just make this shit. Okay. Spawn, let's see what you got, buddy.
If Al Simmons was one thing,
Al Simmons.
he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S.
You guys,
Army and the...
you guys see those effects? Look at this shit.
He was a killer.
Look how bad those effects are. This is from the movie, by the way.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a
So basically, he's a bit more trained in hand-to-hand combat than Ghost Rider.
gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission,
AKA Punisher.
when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia.
Dude, look at those effects. This movie was so weird and so bad, bro. Oh my god. Terrible.
The big, naked lord of the 8th circle of hell.
By their pact, Simmons...
Okay. Wow. So he met up with the leader of the 8th circle of hell from Dante's Inferno. Damn. Which I still need to play, by the way. I never played Dante's Inferno. Even like I know about it, and I read a little bit, but I never played the game nor did I see the anime. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that.
Would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's bud.
Al Simmons
pretty much, yeah.
returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later.
Ugh.
After his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you
Damn.
saw her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way.
Yeah, he's 90s. All right, anyway. My full name, Albert Francis Simmons. Aliases, Lieutenant Colonel Hellspawn, Al the Sad Man. Former CIA assassin, bound with K7 Letha, a neural parasite. Okay. Former King of Hell. Longest running independent comic book character. Okay. We mean by longest independent comic book character, like there's like it's still Al after all these years since his first creation. Since when Spawn was first created, it has always been Al. There has no been other Spawn. All right, that's kind of neat. But K7 Letha and neural parasite. So that's like, does that mean he's like immortal in a way? Like he can like resurrect himself, kind of like the anime Blade the Immortal. Like, is it the same kind of parasites? I don't know.
Back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard, and despair.
Spawn would violently defend New York's downtrodden, while slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time, he can fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
That was a lot to process. So he can teleport. He can go invisible. He can turn things into other things. He can do a lot of shit. He can transport to different dimensions and basically shatter through time. Okay. Damn, Spawn. I gotta read more into you, buddy.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules in crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malebolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself. Yeah.
Damn. Not again. This can't be. I'm a black man. And every time he tries to heal himself, he makes himself a white man. Damn. Imagine Comics?
It's petty.
Sorry, Image Comics.
Trolling like that gets you a throne in hell.
To be fair, Spawn
it's
can
Griffith!
achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because
Like how mad? Like he was waiting so crazy that he saw rats and rats made him crazy? And they locked him in a rubber room with rats? I'm sorry. But seriously, like how crazy? Like that kind of crazy, or kind of crazy that the second you notice that Cthulhu's coming back to life and you look him straight in the eyes, you basically your mind just goes bonkers and you start seeing hallucinations and shit. That kind of crazy. There's multiple levels of craziness. Okay. Anyway. Powers, body manipulation, interchangeability, invisibility, shapeshifting, transmutation, and regeneration, elemental manipulation, energy absorption, flight, mental manipulation, and necromancy, necroplasm, sin and soul manipulation, just like Daredevil, not Daredevil, just like Ghost Rider, teleportation, time manipulation, and weather manipulation. I think Spawn might win this one, people.
he runs on necroplasm, basically hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed.
Dude, he's like oh god. John Coffey from The Green Mile. Like, I know you guys have never seen The Green Mile. Stop what you're doing. Watch the damn movie. It's fantastic. But this is spoilers, by the way, to The Green Mile. So just try your best to skip ahead. But so basically what happens was John Coffey is this entity or this gift that can basically heal a lot of things, but at the same time he can also take the pain of things. But even though he's like an empath, he can legit feel all the pain and suffering and hurtness that's in the world, and it feels like glass in his head all the time that just constantly gives him headaches and it hurts all the time. He's constantly tired of it. So like that's basically what Spawn is. You feel everything, every emotion that humanity is bringing to the world, and it's just nothing but pain and sadness and agony. So, damn.
The sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins, feeling every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like some sort of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got unlimited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat.
Right, as what I said.
Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a
What? His cloak is made out of the apples of Eden. The very first thing Eve has done wrong. God created Adam and Eve, the first humans, and it says that you can do whatever you want, just don't pick apples from this tree. And Eve, the first sinner, was manipulated by the devil to saying, hey, eat these apples. They're very good and nutritious. They're make you live forever and make you immortal, and you can make them do whatever you want. And she's like, ooh, that sounds like a good idea. And yeah, dude, holy god damn.
Million sinners, including every one of Hell's victims, also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend
Arsenal, Agony Axe, Chains of Hell, God Fruit. What the fuck's a God Fruit? Guns, aka 8-30, Rocket Launcher, Prime Stone Cannon, Burst Missile Launcher, Madcap, Submachine Gun, Necroplasma Gun, Sawed-Off Shotgun, K7 Letha, and the Sword of the Spirit. Damn. Spawn might win this, people.
Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even
Damn.
helped Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has
okay.
managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own, how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed. Until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we are, good as new. That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
Okay.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn
True.
would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his
Right,
death,
okay.
Hell was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to Hell and ripped Malvosia's fucking head off. With a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality, Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of Hell.
As
Wow.
King, Spawn is literally
Defic powers. Hell King Spawn constantly increases in power. Giant form, omnipotent in Hell, soul obliteration, divine spawn, angelic wings granted by Mother of Existence, regeneration, and reality reconfiguration. What the fucking shit? I'm pretty sure omnipotent in Hell. I'm pretty sure that means he knows everything that has to do with Hell. Because being omnipotent means you know a lot of things. Like your IQ is like 500 or above or some shit like that. I forgot how much IQ you need to be in order to be omnipotent. So, but he's just very, very knowledgeable. But he still makes, even though he's smart, he still makes dumb decisions. Okay.
a part of Hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so
Damn.
strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe.
Gaia herself, the Earth, said to Spawn, hey, my children are being assholes and dumbasses right now. Can you please go take care of them? I'll give you my power to do so. Oh my god. Spawn's OP, dude. Spawn's fucking OP. I did not realize he was this crazy.
Versus Savior.
By eating the fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
The 10,007 heavens consists of infinite layers. Each circle of hell is infinite in size, with each one is separated from an infinite distance. Likewise, every layer of heaven is infinite, existing within different time continuums. Damn.
Universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven.
Alright. We created the entire world, closed all the dead zones created by God, tore a hole in the space-time continuum, survived and rewrote his own existence, stated to be the strongest Hellspawn, matched God and Satan in divine form, defeated Malibologia, Satan, Mammon, Urzen, Anti-Spawn, and a Violator. Spawn has this, dude. At this point, Spawn has this.
In hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human, but he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can hastily brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
That was a lot of information, and to be honest, Spawn has this. Spawn has this. If Spawn doesn't win this, I'm gonna give myself a slap in the face. Let's do it.
This battle is sponsored.
And
all right,
all right,
here we go. That's our sets.
We've run the day through all possibilities.
It's
Time for Hell of a Death Battle! Let's do it.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
All right, here we go.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
What even is that? Alright, so I'm pretty sure that was both the pens there.
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Alright. So he's the king. So he's the king of the 8th circle right now, like, motherfucker. Basically, just summon him to hell. Yeah, but anything that Ghost Rider rides changes with him.
I'll be damned. Yes, you will.
Okay, Scorpion, relax. Damn. right, he's divine now.
The vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Whatever song this dude is, this is dope. I like the music. The animation is really good too. Oh, damn!
Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Holy shit. Damn, he just took Zarathos and put Johnny in hell.
Sid, nothing personal, asshole.
I knew it.
Damn!
Woo!
This was a nail biter of a battle that
Yeah,
pitted Ghost
that
Rider's
was
immeasurable
insane.
power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
All right, let's do it.
Power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who
Yeah.
could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far
Right.
greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a
Right, he
master
had-
martial artist.
yeah, he had more,
whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The
Yeah.
ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn
Yep.
can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison.
Yeah.
Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the Penance Stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all,
Yep.
remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the Lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his
Damn.
fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn
Damn.
down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike
That's
how
metal
Ghost
as
Rider
fuck.
Soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the Penance Stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
Yep.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the Penance Stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling
Damn.
the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done.
Damn.
Squared.
The Damnation Stare, on the other hand, actively
That is
helps
so
Spawn,
metal.
sending him to hell where he gets a literal
Motherfucker!
Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
giving
Yeah.
Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable, a massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Next time on
All right,
Death
who
Battle.
we get next? Okay, so obviously someone from Jujutsu Kaisen. My Hero Academia? Really? My Hero Academia versus Jujutsu Kaisen. I gotta watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I probably might skip this one, to be honest, because I don't know. I need to get back into watching My Hero Academia, and I definitely need to get back into watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm still on episode 2. I'm still on episode 2. I'm saving for a reaction, but right now I'm trying to deal with my very first reaction to the first episode. So, yeah, guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And this was awesome. This was an awesome fight. This was a really cool fight. Can't wait to see more. I'm definitely gonna do Kratos versus Asura. Asura. I'm definitely gonna do that one next. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in a brand new one. Peace. Later. Have a good one.